Video number 182, graphing y equals c plus a cosine bx, or at least this particular form. Now in order to do this problem, we definitely have to know the mother graph y equals cosine x. Got to know this. Then what we need to do is use what we know about translations. Okay? Now there's already been videos here describing what happens when you have a number in front of the x. And then we also have with the negatives. Now, what we need to do is we need to reconsider this. Let's rewrite this as y equals -2 cosine 1/4 x, then what? Plus 5. Now, what do we know about quadratics? What do we know about this one? Y equals x squared, and then y equals x squared plus 5. Well, this graph definitely is what? Shifted 5 units up. So that's what's going to happen here. Our cosine graph is going to shift up 5 units. What about the negative in front? What's that going to do? It's going to make the graph flip down. So y equals -x squared flips the graph downward. Okay, so what we're going to do, that negative makes this go down here, right? Makes this range value up this way. It just basically inverses the graph north-south. The 5 pushes the graph up 5 units. So what we would have had, let's go ahead and get our period here, up to 2 pi. All right, there's our pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Now, instead of starting at 0, 1, where are we going to start? Right? Instead of 0, 1, we're going to go up 5. 0, 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. All right. And then how far down would this graph have gone, the mother graph of cosine? It would have gone down to -1, but it's being pushed up 5, so therefore +4. Right? So we're working with this range area from 4 to 6. We also have domain. So, well, here, let's finish this off. Our first point is going to be at 0, 4. It's going to make its way, it would have made its way down here to -1, but it got inverted. So by the time it gets to pi, it's going to be at 6. And then it's going to make its way back to 2 pi, back to 4 at the x2 is 2 pi, y is 4. We're going to cross through the 5, probably, not probably, but at pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. That's going to end up being how this graph looks. So we're going to basically like this. See that? We're inversing cosine. Now, we also want to create new domains. This is actually incorrect because of the 1/4. The 1/4 x is in the x position, therefore our new x equals 4x. So everything's going to get multiplied by 4. This is not 2 pi. We're going to call this 8 pi. This is not pi. This is 4 pi. This is not pi over 2. It's 2 pi, and then 3 pi over 2 would become 6 pi. And there you have it. So our domain over, well, at least for one period, would be 0 to 8 pi. And then our range would definitely be from -4, I'm sorry, from 4, I don't know why I said -4, from 4 to 6, okay? And I think that's about it. Of course, if we want to do this over 2 periods, then we would go back to -2 pi, -4 pi, -6 pi, -8 pi, and then we would just have the same thing going on, okay? So, any questions or concerns, guys, send me an email. Good times.